JJ the CPA here. Hope you're doing well. Some pretty big time breaking news out today that the SBA is going to increase the amount that you are able to borrow on the EIDL loan. Currently, the maximum has been and will be until April 6th, $150,000. It will now be $500,000. Those that have applied previously for the EIDL, the SBA said you do not need to request an increase. They will be emailing you, sounds like in the next several weeks, to see if you would like to apply for more. Doesn't mean that you automatically do. This economic injury disaster loan is not meant to be based solely on credit. They do look at a number of factors to ensure that you, in essence, qualify, but it's really not meant to be contingent on credit like you would see with other traditional loans, even traditional SBA loans at the bank. So this is only through the SBA at sba.gov. If you have not applied for the EIDL and you're planning to, it would make sense to wait until April 6th when the new increase goes into effect. Again, if you already got an EIDL, the SBA had said in the announcement, I'm putting a link to in the body of this video, that they will contact you by email. So be looking for that. There's no word that there's now going to be a new grant or an additional advance, if you will, related to this EIDL loan. So it doesn't appear that they're now putting any money into the EIDL grant as it relates to those that are just traditionally applying. And it doesn't appear there's any money going into the EIDL grant for those that already applied and maybe didn't get their own. This is only related to the economic injury disaster loan based on the link that I am providing to you directly to the SBA's announcement. We know that there is the EIDL targeted grant, and more money has been put into that. The SBA had indicated that they will also be emailing you about that. That started back in February, that if you had applied and didn't get the full $10,000, or you had applied for the EIDL previously and didn't get any of it because the money was ran out. So if you had applied for the EIDL loan on or before December 27th, the SBA has indicated they will email you about applying for the grant portion. So bottom line is that doesn't appear, if you already got the EIDL, there's anything you can do. Wouldn't advise you go online and try and apply again. The SBA has indicated they will email you, so be looking for that, and probably be more information to come related to that. It was a limited of $150,000, now $500,000, and what they're doing is, before it was based on 6 months of needs, if you will. And this will now be based on 24 months of needs with a maximum. So who knows what you'll actually get, because I don't know that it's just going to be an automatic $500,000. It seemed before that the calculation behind the scenes was, what is your gross income minus any cost of goods sold? And if you're in a service industry, you do not have cost of goods sold, but it was taking your gross receipts and dividing it by 2, and then that would be the loan, no more than $150,000. So if they're following suit, which is not indicated in this link, other than it does state that they're going to base the EIDL on this new amount based on 24 months of need. So I'm making a logical conclusion that that would be an annual gross times 2, no more than $500,000. So you would need to be in circumstances that would qualify you just as it has always been. It doesn't appear there's any new qualifications or a change in qualifications for the economic disaster loan. So more information to come on that. Take a look at the link that is direct to the SBA for any details you'd like to see, but this is pretty much it. pretty big time news, especially for some of those I have visited with, that the $150,000 was helpful, but was not enough. So, all right, be looking for that email if you got the EIDL. And then if you're wanting to get the EIDL, sounds like you should be waiting until April 6th or when they officially announce this thing is up and running for new applicants. All right, hey, thanks for tuning in. If you made it to here and I've given you any value and you're not a subscriber, click it. Do me that favor. All right, appreciate you. And don't you ever forget, you've never met a CPA quite like me. Have a great one.